Chuck Feeney's net worth was $7.5 billion as of 2019. He currently resides in a rented residence in San Francisco. He travels in economy class and doesn't own a car. His $2 million nest fund is all that remains of his wealth. He didn't, however, gamble it away or use it. Instead, he freely donated it. Duty Free Shoppers was started by Chuck Feeney. He wore a $10 Casio watch even though he was a billionaire. He used the train to get around and ate at cheap diners and pre-made clothing stores. And he has donated more than $8 billion to charity over the past 30 years. I had no idea, that never changed in my mind that you should use your wealth to help people, said Feeney. Feeney has donated 375 times as much as his present net worth. These funds were used to provide healthcare and education services. He funded senior housing as well as scientific studies. In the United States, Vietnam, Australia, South Africa, Ireland, and the Bermudas, he supported charitable initiatives. The eccentric billionaire isn't concerned in fame or wealth. He made an effort to keep his philanthropy hidden from view. For 15 years, he was successful. No one knew about his philanthropic contributions. Many charities were unaware of the source of the funding. Those who did were bound by a vow of secrecy. In spite of being exposed in 1997, Feeney carried on with his humble lifestyle. He had only agreed to 5 interviews before 2012. Chuck Feeney began his professional life at the bottom. He simply needed a few years to establish a business with 200 people spread over 27 nations. His earnings increased at a startling rate. But the majority of money was donated to his foundation and charity, the Atlantic Philanthropies. I believe strongly in giving while living. I see little reason to delay giving when so much good can be achieved through supporting worthwhile causes today. I'm happy when what I'm doing is helping people and unhappy when what I'm doing isn't helping people, said Chuck. Feeney provided large sums of money to large issues. He was in favor of the Northern Ireland peace process. He contributed to modernizing the healthcare system in Vietnam. He invested $350 million to transform Roosevelt Island in New York City into a technology powerhouse. Feeney didn't wait until he was passed away to provide things. He looked for issues where he could make a significant difference. Warren Buffett and Bill Gates both cite Feeney as a big inspiration. Buffett stated in 2014 that Feeney should be everyone's hero. Just $2 million was set aside by Feeney for himself and his wife. He freely acknowledged his intention to donate the remainder of his riches. And he ultimately accomplished it in 2020. Feeney completed the paperwork to close the Atlantic Philanthropies on September 14, 2020. All of the funds had been used. At the age of 90, Feeney is now retired. If you want to give it away, think about giving now. It's a lot more fun than when you're dead, said Feeney. In 2020, Cornell University renamed an avenue in his honor. Chuck Feeney freely admits that philanthropy brings him more joy than money. The process of, and most importantly, the results from, granting this wealth to good causes has been a rich source of joy and satisfaction to me and for my family, said Chuck.